All right. Shalom, shalom, shalom. Starting off, all praises, honor, and glory. It goes to YAHAWAH, bahasham, YAHAWASHI, bahasham, Rakah Kwadash. Double honors to the apostles. Double honors to the elders of Great Millstone. YAHAWAH, bahasham, YAHAWASHI, brakathum to the hopeful elect. Shalom, shalom. It's your brother Taziyar Ben Yamya from the GMS Kansas City Church. Back with another lesson entitled Prepare for the Alien Christian Deception. Okay. Before I get into this, I got some videos lined up of, you know, the new move, the new wave that Esau is moving, the direction that he has to take, you know, to pretty much ease the pressure off himself. You know, as we say, this devil is trapped. This devil is in a corner, and he's going to be irrational, and he's going to be sloppy, man. Okay, but what they have to do is to deceive the people, to get the people to re-question and rethink everything that they know in order to gain more trust in his devilish and evilish ways. And so that's what he's going to do with this whole alien release agenda. Okay, word came out that there was a meeting held with members of the United States government and different pastors throughout the United States to discuss the upcoming alien disclosure on how people are going to have a lot of questions, and you know, they're going to need answers. But you see, the Most High, Yahawah Bashim Yahawashi, through his Holy Spirit, Bahashim Rakah Kwadash, was laid upon the men of the Great Millstone. You know, I did post a few old school clips, and I want to get back into that, posting these old school clips as well. It's 2026, prophecy is hot. Hey, but we still have to, you know, blow the dust off some of these gems. You know, brothers have put in a lot of work. But the Holy Spirit rested upon the apostles and elders of Great Millstone. Okay. And they have given us the answers for years. Even decades now. Because 2007 is what, a year away. So we can say it's been 2 decades now that the apostles and elders have been giving our people the answers to what is flying in the skies, but also what is coming on the planet Earth, man. So with that being said, Galatians 6:7, be not deceived, the Most High is not mocked, for whatsoever a man soweth, that shall he reap, right? So this so-called white man has sold lies. He sold deception. All right. And he sold wickedness to develop into the kingdom that we have today, man. All right. Luke 21:8. This is Yahawashi speaking. And he said, take heed that ye be not deceived, for many shall come in my name, saying, I am the anointed, and the time draweth near. Go ye not after them. Okay? Because the scriptures say that Yahawashi is going to come with his mighty angels, man. And all eyes shall see him. Okay? So if they introduce some fucking weird gray alien looking nigga, that ain't the Lord, man. They introduce some fucking reptilian ass shit, that ain't the Lord, man. And really, you know, the Most High Yahawah Bashim Yahawashi is thinning the veil between the physical world and the spiritual world. And a lot of these demons are dealing with the devil up close, man. All right, but they are not the angels of the Lord. The angels of the Lord look like very dark-skinned men. They have afros. The same way the Lord Yahawashi looks, man. Okay? 2 Timothy 3:13. But evil men and seducers shall wax worse, deceiving and being deceived. Yeah, the so-called white man is deceiving the world, but also he's being deceived by listening to the counsels of Satan, man. And Satan is telling this man to do this, man. Satan is telling Esau Edom to come out with the alien agenda. All right, so let's play this.
I had a friend that sent me a text message. I was in a meeting, a weekend meeting, preaching Friday, Saturday, and Sunday morning. And he said, Perry, can you give me a call? I have some information that has come to my attention. Of course, when a friend of yours does that you know quite well, you have no idea what information they're talking about. And I'm not going to go into great detail, but there were a large number of pastors that had been invited to go to a certain state to hear some men in the United States government and others share with them a concern that they had. And this particular man, and I'll not name him, and then we may end up doing some teachings with him or having an event at his church. He has a great church. But he said, Perry, what they're about to release, from what we're hearing, there's going to be a release concerning aliens and concerning unidentified flying object spacecraft that some of the people who were in the meeting were telling us as pastors. You need to prepare your people and you need to get ready to answer them for what you're about to hear being released. And some of it has to do with crafts that have been discovered that are not allegedly a part of our planet, and the materials they're made of are not a part of our planet. Very strange reptilian-looking creatures, and other things that almost sound like something out of a sci-fi movie or an Orson Welles book.
All right. And you know who's going to soak this up? Niggas. You niggas going to soak this up. Because a nigga will believe anything as long as it comes from the white man. Tell me that's not true. Especially if it comes from a white man at church. If it comes from a white man at church, a nigga will believe anything you tell him. Because they're perfect slaves, man. But the whole time, the men of GMS have always told you what's going on in the air, man. The whole time, the men of GMS have always gave clear explanation as to what these things are doing. All right. They ain't doing no damn anal probing. It might be the demons fucking with Esau, man. But that's not what the angels of YAHAWASHI are doing. You know? What's that? Amos 8. One second. This is the book of Amos, chapter 9, verse 8. It says, Behold, the eyes of the Lord, YAHAWASHI, are upon the sinful kingdom, and I will destroy it from off the face of the earth, saving that I will not utterly destroy the house of Jacob, saith the Lord, YAHAWASHI. Okay, so that's what the angels are doing. They're monitoring. They're making sure you niggas are just wicked enough to be destroyed. The same way that we could enter into the land, into the Canaanites' wickedness had reached to a certain level, is the same way the angels cannot make a move on this bitch until y'all have done just enough to get your ass wrecked. And being honest, you've done more than enough at this point. Okay, but YAHAWASHI is showing the world a lesson on how evil the world can get when you let the devil in control. You just saw that nigga, a Christian pastor about to introduce fucking aliens to you niggas, man. This is how mad and bugged out this shit has become. Christianity started out with these people coming across from one side of the earth to another to kill you niggas. He gave you the image of the so-called white man to worship. Now he's about to bring you aliens, nigga. This is how bugged out Christianity is, man. There is so much confusion in that, man. There is so much confusion in that, man. And you know, we've been bringing this up more often. Okay? We bring this up more often because this is becoming more and more relevant, because America is doing more and more wickedness. The Babylon juice is becoming more and more popular. All right. So the eyes of the Lord are upon the sinful kingdom. I will destroy it from off the face of the earth, saving that I will not utterly destroy the house of Jacob. So what? The house of Jacob have to be located in the sinful kingdom. Duh. Put two and two together, Jake. Welcome to America. All right, so I got some other videos backing up the same report.
Intelligence world that are believers, but are still have very high security clearance. These are legit. Full of pastors and invited to come to a private meeting with a group of men who are connected with the intelligence world that are believers, but are still have very high security clearance. These are legit, true men of God that are still connected to Washington and even this current administration and all branches of military.
You can't be a man of God that's connected to the government and the military. Let that be known. Now we understand brothers work like government jobs and things like that, but when we talking about like security clearances and keeping shit on the hush hush, there's no man of God working of that. That's called the counsels of the wicked. So let's make that be known.
And they literally told us, we had a sitting congressman, a very well-known congressman from Missouri. He called into that meeting as well. That was just for pastors. And this is what he said. On speakerphone, this sitting powerful member of Congress said, "Are the pastors listening to me?" I'm getting chills right now because this happened to me. He said, "Are the pastors in the room listening to me?" And I said, "Yes, sir, we are here." And he said, "Listen to me. Go and tell the church they are not ready for what is coming. The narrative that is coming, what they are going to say is going to be like nothing you can even imagine. They are preparing to tell us that they are from another dimension, that they are our creator, and that these beings, these aliens, or whatever you want to call them, they were the ones that seeded us here. There is no such thing as God. Jesus was invented by them. The Bible was invented by them." And begin to just say, listen, prepare the people for what is coming because they're not ready. But he loved us so much. He made sure that he told us exactly the blueprint to study. He said, study the days of Noah. And if you can understand how Noah responded, that's how you're going to have to respond.
All right, well, those are two people saying the same thing. There is a meeting with pastors and government officials discussing UFO disclosure, man. We already got the movie Disclosure Day coming out, which takes place in Kansas City. Okay. The congressional guy that he speaks of in this video is from Missouri. Eric Burleson, congressman for the state of Missouri. All right. Brothers, this whatever's going down in this state, man, I'm telling you, the Lord is watching. Okay. Esau does heavy left-handed witchcraft and rituals out here in this area, man. Okay. But also we see the chariots of YAHAWAH, bahasham, YAHAWASHI monitoring everything. And that is where we keep our faith in, no matter what. But the things like this, the more that the world progresses and gets weird, you know what I'm saying? Hey, bro, the world is already weird. We're 5 months into 2026. We still got a whole 7 months to go. All right? This shit getting weird. But the more that this shit gets more weird is the more people going to ask more questions. This is where we come involved, man. We are about to answer a lot of fucking people, bro. And the world is going to change. And the power of YAHAWAH, bahasham, YAHAWASHI is going to be shown. Because a lot of this shit is not going to go for some niggas. All right? The things that are coming forth in the earth and what the agenda Esau is pushing, a lot of the elect, bruh, they about to get snapped up. They be like, they going to say, hold on, something wrong, man. And they going to come to brothers. Watch. The more this devil lie and get sloppy, the Lord just going to be snapping Jake out of their sleep, man. All right, but I want to read this. Isaiah 24:11. The mirth of tabret ceaseth, the noise of them that rejoiceth endeth, the joy of the harp ceaseth. They shall not drink wine with a song, and strong drink shall be bitter to them that drink it. The city of confusion is broken down, and every house is shut up that no man may come in. Okay? And these are all connected to Isaiah 47. I believe that's verse 13, where it says, thou have made thyself weary and not counsels, man. All this shit is played out for people. People are giving up hope, man. They don't have no more trust in this society. Okay, the city of confusion is broken down. What? Babylon, Babal, nigga, this where you at? This the most confusing place ever. This the most confusing place ever, bro. I just saw a TG midget with cerebral palsy in a wheelchair on the fashion show today. This shit, hey bro, this place is fucking wild, man. YAHAWASHI gotta end this shit. It say the city of confusion is broken down, and every house is shut up that no man may come in. There's a crying for wine in the streets. All joy is darkened. The mirth of the land is gone. Okay, that wine is that understanding. You know what I'm saying? Because, you know, wine's supposed to make you cheerful. So that's what it is with the truth. When you have understanding, when you have direction with life, you know what I'm saying? Things become clear. Things become more cheerful in your life. So there's a cry for wine in the streets. All joy is darkened. The mirth of the land is gone. But this is also physically happening, man. All right? Niggas not having fun. It's forced. All right? And any nigga that's having fun just gotta accept that he gonna be fucking destroyed, man. It's fucking Cinco de Mayo, man. Fuck all that. The Lord coming back, nigga. And the city is left desolation. And the gate is smitten with destruction. All right. So let's go here. One more video just to bring it home, man.
With reptilian skin. That they actually look more human. With reptilian skin, but humanoid. They're hybrids. They mixed it in a lab. Come on now. Okay, so it's not from another planet. And they don't even look like you think they look. So who's in charge of that? So this is the things that I've never talked about before. I probably never will again, but thank you for coming. But this is the thing that we're dealing with. We're dealing with the book of Revelation. These things are going to come out of the earth. They didn't come on spaceships. These are interdimensional beings. And those who have enough sodium pentothal in their system, when I ask them, will tell me the truth, no matter what agency they work for. They will tell me the truth, and that is they're interdimensional. They're not coming from far away. They're coming from below your house. And they're waiting for a certain time to come up on the earth. And God's not letting them be exposed yet. That they actually look more
Salakia, man. I forgot I was unmuted. But yeah, I was just saying this man completely lost, man. All right, they're interdimensional. They're not coming from space. They're coming from under your house. See, these motherfuckers don't know. Christian minister Kevin's 80s says aliens are interdimensional hybrid beings waiting underground to reveal themselves. Hey, man. Everybody's about to be confused. Everybody's about to be confounded, man. Because all the bullshit Esau saying on the left-hand side, YAHAWASHI gonna raise up the right-hand side, man. All right, I want to get that account, and then we will wrap this thing on up. 1 second. Yeah, Exodus 7. Because remember, we still in Egypt, brother. The works of Egypt are going to be shown before YAHAWASHI brought the great destruction. All right, before YAHAWASHI brought the great destruction, he let his men show power. All right, Exodus 7 and 8. And the Lord YAHAWASHI spake unto Moses and unto Aaron, saying, when Pharaoh shall speak unto you, saying, show a miracle for you, and then thou shalt say unto Aaron, take thy rod and cast it before Pharaoh, and it shall become a serpent. And Moses and Aaron went unto Pharaoh, and they did so as the Lord YAHAWASHI had commanded. And Aaron cast down his rod before Pharaoh and before his servants, and it became a serpent. The Pharaoh also called the wise men and the sorcerers, now the magicians of Egypt. They also did in like manner with their enchantments. Okay, so the left-hand side is allowed to do certain things. The sorcerers, the magicians, the so-called wise men, they allowed to do certain things. All right, they do have certain liberties on the left-hand side. For they cast down every man his rod, and they became serpents. But Aaron's rod swallowed up their rods, and he hardened Pharaoh's heart, that he hearkened not unto them, as the Lord said. And the Lord YAHAWASHI said unto Moses, Pharaoh's heart is hardened, he refuseth to let the people go. Get thee unto Pharaoh in the morning, he goeth out unto the water, and thou shalt stand by the river's brink against he come. And the rod which he had turned to a serpent shalt thou take in thy hand. And thou shalt say unto him, the Lord Yahawah, bahasham YAHAWASHI, God of the Hebrews, has sent me unto thee, saying, let my people go, that we may serve me in the wilderness. And behold, hither thou was not here. And thus the Lord YAHAWASHI, in this thou shalt know that I am the Lord Yahweh. Behold, I will smite with the rod that is in my hand upon the waters which are turned in the river, and they shall be turned into blood, man. And that exact thing happened. But remember, Moses proclaimed that the God of the Hebrews, man, Yahawah bahasham YAHAWASHI, is the one that done mightier works than the magicians and sorcerers, man. So keep that in mind. And that power is going to be blessed to the elect. Lord willing, we be those men. But with that, all praise, honor, and glory goes Yahweh bahasham YAHAWASHI. Shalom.